Verse 6. Vayikach Avraham et atzei ha'olah, vayasem al Yitzchak beno, vayikach biyado et ha'esh ve'et ha'ma'achelet, vayelchu shnehem yachdav. Vayikach Avraham, then Abraham took et atzei ha'olah, the wood for the burnt offering, vayasem, and he placed it, al Yitzchak beno, on the back or shoulders of Isaac his son. Vayikach biyado, and he took in his own hand, et ha'esh, the fire-starting implements, ve'et ha'ma'achelet, and the slaughter knife, ve'elchu shnehem, and the two of them walked, yachdav, together. Vayikach Avraham et atzei ha'olah, vayasem al Yitzchak beno, vayikach biyado et ha'esh ve'et ha'ma'achelet, vayelchu shnehem yachdav. Verse 6. After telling his servant boys to remain behind with the donkey, Abraham, along with Isaac, continue towards the place which God has revealed. He transfers the firewood from the donkey to the back of Isaac. Abraham himself takes two things. He takes ha'esh, literally the fire, but probably meaning a fire starter kit consisting of kindling and flint, that sort of thing. And he takes the ma'achelet, the slaughter knife, which is a razor-sharp knife. Finally, our verse tells us, Vayelchu shnehem yachdav. The two of them walked together. Yachdav actually means together with him or together with it. Some of the traditional commentators believe it means that they walked together in agreement, of one mind. In other words, the implication is that Isaac was fully on board with what was happening, including knowing that there would ultimately be no human sacrifice at all. Verse 7. Vayomer Yitzchak el Avraham aviv, Vayomer avi, Vayomer hineni vani, Vayomer hine ha'esh v'ha'etzim, v'ayeh ha'seh le'olah. Vayomer Yitzchak, then Isaac said, El Avraham aviv, to Abraham his father, Vayomer avi, saying, my father. Vayomer, and Abraham said, Hineni vani, here I am, my son. Vayomer, so Isaac said, Hine ha'esh, here's the fire starters, Ve'ha'etzim, and the wood, Ve'ayeh ha'seh, but where is the lamb? Le'olah, for the burnt offering. Vayomer Yitzchak el Avraham aviv, Vayomer avi, Vayomer hineni vani, Vayomer hine ha'esh v'ha'etzim, v'ayeh ha'seh le'olah. Now, the casual reader might think that this verse totally disproves the notion I mentioned regarding the last verse. If Isaac was briefed in, then why is he asking this? Where's the lamb for the burnt offering? For this reason, some commentators do not accept that Isaac has the slightest idea of what is happening. On the other hand, he might be asking for the benefit of the two servant boys. They surely are watching their master and his son and are wondering exactly what is going on. Perhaps they have asked Isaac along their 3-day journey, "Hey, Isaac, what's your dad up to?" Perhaps Isaac wants to reassure them, lest they worry about what father and son are going to do. Verse 8. Vayomer Avraham, Elohim yireh lo haseh le'olah v'ni, ve'yelchu shnehem yachdav. Vayomer Avraham. So Abraham said in response, Elohim, God himself, yireh lo haseh, will show us the lamb, le'olah, for the burnt offering, b'ni, my son, ve'yelchu shnehem, then the two of them walked, yachdav, together. Vayomer Avraham, Elohim yireh lo haseh le'olah v'ni, ve'yelchu shnehem yachdav. Abraham answers his son's query. God will show us the lamb for the burnt offering, my son. One can see this as dripping in irony, but then there's that conclusion again. The two walked in agreement, meaning of one mind. The opinion that this whole exchange is for the benefit of the servants comes back to mind. Verse 9. Vayavohu el hamakom asher amar lo ha'elohim, vayiven sham Avraham et hamizbeach, vaya'aroch et ha'etzim, vaya'akod et Yitzchak beno, vayasem oto al hamizbeach mimal le'etzim. Vayavo el hamakom. So they came to the place, asher amar lo ha'elohim, about which God had told Abraham. Vayiven sham Avraham. So Abraham built there et hamizbeach, the altar. Vaya'aroch et ha'etzim. Then he arranged the firewood. Vaya'akod, and he bound et Yitzchak beno, Isaac his son. Vayasem oto, and placed him al hamizbeach, upon the altar, mimal le'etzim, on top of the wood. Vayavohu el hamakom asher amar lo ha'elohim, vayiven sham Avraham et hamizbeach, vaya'aroch et ha'etzim, vaya'akod et Yitzchak beno, vayasem oto al hamizbeach mimal le'etzim. They reach the appointed place. Abraham makes the preparations for the offering. He builds an altar and arranges the firewood on it, and then he binds or ties up Isaac and places him on top of the firewood. Verse 10. Vayishlach Avraham et yado, vayikach et ha'ma'achelet, lishchot et beno. Vayishlach Avraham et yado. Then Abraham stretched forth his hand. Vayikach et ha'ma'achelet, and he grasped the slaughter knife, lishchot et beno, in order to slaughter his son. Vayishlach Avraham et yado, vayikach et ha'ma'achelet, lishchot et bano. The suspense builds as Abraham prepares, at least ostensibly, to slaughter his son in preparation for offering him as a burnt offering. Verse 11, Vayikra elav malach Adonai min hashamayim, Vayomer Avraham Avraham, Vayomer Hineni. Vayikra elav malach Adonai. Then an angel of Hashem called out to Abraham, Min hashamayim, from the heavens, Vayomer Avraham Avraham. And the angel said, Abraham Abraham. Vayomer Hineni. And Abraham responded, Here I am. Vayikra elav malach Adonai min hashamayim, Vayomer Avraham Avraham, Vayomer Hineni. Just as Abraham is about to do the deed, what happens? An angel of God calls down from heaven, and he shouts Abraham's name twice, Abraham, Abraham, lest Abraham not hear or not immediately heed the angel's voice. Verse 12, Vayomer, Al tishlach yadcha el hana'ar, ve'al ta'as lo me'uma, ki ata yadati, ki yirei Elohim ata, ve'lo chasachta et bincha et yechidcha mimeni. Vayomer, and the angel said, Al tishlach yadcha, do not stretch forth your hand, el hana'ar, to the boy, ve'al ta'as lo me'uma, and do not do him any harm, ki ata yadati, for now I know, ki yirei Elohim ata, that you revere God, ve'lo chasachta, because you have not withheld, et bincha et yechidcha, your only son, mimeni, from me. Vayomer, al tishlach yadcha el hana'ar, ve'al ta'as lo me'uma, ki ata yadati, ki yirei Elohim ata, ve'lo chasachta et bincha et yechidcha mimeni. The angel tells Abraham not to complete the task. He tells him, now I know that you revere God. Therefore, it is unnecessary for Abraham to carry out the test to its conclusion. The fact that Abraham was willing, that in itself was sufficient.
השמחה חוגגת, יש לנו תורה.